check. There we go. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's a good video, but I'm going to pause it. What's up, everybody? I'm back home. Yes, let me get the chat going here. What the fuck is it? This one? There it is. Good afternoon, everybody. What's up, Michael Reese sees today, Tron DD, Raphael, Toledo, me, Ed Hamrick. What's up, Michael Reese? Howdy, howdy, howdy. So we are going to check out. We're going to deep dive onto this Band-Maid song, this new song. What's up, Mustang, Grand Poobah, Roger Chance? How you doing, man? Speaking of Roger Chance, I'm going to have a drink, but it's not alcohol. It's a Rain Orange Dreamsicle. Fucking great, dude. Sponsor me. Anyway, should I jam a little bit? I think I could. What should I jam to? I don't know. Let me do how about Big Wreck? Is there anything like that available? I don't want vocals. Don't want vocals. I don't want vocals, dude. Screw that. It's too complicated. Grunge it is. Do. How's this one sound? Slow and boring. Let's do this one. How long is it? 6 minutes. That's freaking Alice in Chains, dude. enough of that. I didn't come here to hear that, dude. What's up? Steven Chenot, you are good. Thank you. Finally, somebody tells me I'm good at guitar. Never actually learned that song. Down in a hole, feeling so small. What's up, Mikoto? Thank you, Mikoto. I'll be using some tracks from Mikoto to analyze this song. So what we're doing? What's up, Jennifer? Kieran Buffini. It's new in the chat. JMCM. What's up? Who else showed up? Steven Chenot. Chenot? I don't know how you say your name. I'll give you a couple versions. What we're here for is Band-Maid, What is Justice? And we're going to check it out. We're going to check it out now. We're just going to watch it. I have listened to it a few times. I checked it out yesterday while we were sitting on the side of the road and got backed into by a car. And it was a very light touch with the car. Nobody was hurt or injured. The car's fine. But anyway, I listened to it. Some very poor audio on the video, but I wanted to listen to it, and I didn't want to not give a first reaction, so I did that. But this is going to be a lot more in depth. I'm going to check it out, learn at least one of the main riffs, and first we're just going to listen to it. I haven't listened to it at home in my studio yet. I have listened to it in the car where it sounded pretty good. I haven't really watched the video intently yet. It's been very much, I just haven't. I watched it in the car on the screen, my phone screen, and I was trying to be, conscious of what was going on. So anyway, let's get to this video. We're going to watch it first, and then we'll dig into it, man. So here we go. Band-Maid, What is Justice? Even now, that freaking breakdown gets me. Thanks, Jen. What's up, Eric Ethan? Hey, welcome, man. me go back a little bit. I was distracted. I got another little camera here I'm fucking with, but just watch again. No, no. No, no, what did I do? I tried to skip through. Very cool video. Yeah, dude. All right, dude. So where to start with this song, man? It harkens back to the riffier times of Band-Maid, which they have gotten away from. I admit that. There's some cool riffs going on in all their songs, but this is the first one that can really kind of grab it and, get into it. And I think it's going to be fun to learn. I should bring up that interview. There's an interview with Barks. They always do really good interviews with Band-Maid, and there's one with Band-Maid about this video and about the song and everything. I would have to read like the whole thing, 'cause it's so interesting. But there's some really cool things they said about the song and writing it. And but in it, Konami touched on she wanted it. I should just fucking look it up. Ah, jeez. Here we go. I thought I was gonna keep it simple, but. No, not me, dude. Barks interview. I should probably put in what is justice. I got acoustic. Interview, dude. That's it. I'm a technical wizard. Okay. Ending theme song, yada yada yada. This is a very cool graphic, by the way. It really is. I dig it. Is this not? This is not what I wanted. Interview. I also got one with. I haven't checked out the new Hanabiye song yet. Son of a bitch. Interview. I should just go to Discord, right? Reddit. Dare I just do it? Wonderful. Wonderful. So how you guys doing? Doing good? I hope so. Here we go. Yeah, visit the site, man. Davis. Hey, Ryan, I like this one. No buts. Oh, wow, man. That's great, Davis. I'm finally glad they wrote something that you approve of. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Okay. So, no, dude, I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, there's been some issues with this. People comment on Psyche singing in a higher register. Whatever, dude. I don't understand that shit. She does it. She pulls it off fantastically. So I don't know what the issue is. Okay, so this interview, I swear I'll get to the song, but that's true, Davis. That's true. But this is a really good interview, so you should check it out. Let me copy this. I'll throw it in. I'll throw it in the chat so you can check it out yourselves. I'm going to kind of skip through. So the song itself must have grown throughout the tour, right? So, this is Ready to Rock. Ready to Rock has become a staple of the closing in terms of the set list. And they talk about how it's kind of crazy to do that. And Miku says, to be honest, I was a little surprised when Psyche first suggested the set list, saying, we're going to go with this, Ready to Rock on tour, but I never thought it would be the last one. They knew they were going to play it, but they didn't think it was going to be the last song. And Konami thought at first, it might be a little tough to do at the end. And Akane says, I was surprised at first, but there's also part of me that has that song at the end of the set list that makes me feel like I have to be solid and keep my focus and tension going. In fact, I was quite nervous the first day of the tour. And Konami says, in my case, I feel like I'm unconsciously playing at the end, letting the adrenaline take its toll. And Miku says, I think that's what makes it so cool, and it's connected to the momentum of Konami. But Konami says, I hope so, but I'm playing it while thinking I'm going to die. Trying to play Ready to Rock last, dude. It's so funny, man. What's up, Kevin? And Misa says, there's no doubt that the song itself has grown. At the beginning of the tour, the set list was quite intense, so I was worried about whether I'd be able to keep going, but I was surprised to find I was able to keep up with the physical strength, and I felt that I was growing little by little during the tour process. Some good pictures in there. So you're also improving your physical strength without even knowing it, and this time a new song following Ready to Rock is already prepared. What is Justice? It is also the ending theme song of the TV anime Momogen Dark Demon. But when was the song itself created? And Konami says the time went by so quickly, to be honest, I don't remember exactly when that happened. She doesn't know when she wrote it, dude. She's writing so much music. Miku says I was making it in 2024. It was a story that we received while we were working on various productions, and it felt like we started working on this together, so it was understandable that Konami would be confused. In other words, it's the latest release, but not the latest song. As for the music itself, it was created based on requests. Was it created based on requests from the anime production side? Konami says, hi, in these cases, we sometimes receive requests such as, this is what Band-Maid songs have done so far, or this is how we want to start. But in this case, there was no specific request from the Momogen Dark Demon side. However, since it is an ending theme song, I prepared about 2 patterns to decide which is better, whether it could be a moist conclusion or a way to go hard, a soft conclusion or a way to go hard. And as a result, I decided to go hard. I myself started reading the original manga after this was decided, and the story itself was very interesting. So, there's battle scenes, and they want to capture. She wanted to capture the battle. All of them read the manga and really got into it. And Konami says, I was definitely quite engrossed in reading it. Once you start reading, and Miku's like, I can't stop, and they laugh. Konami says, I read it while making excuses to myself, saying I can't help it because it's my job. So she made excuses to keep reading it. But there's some really cool, let me see here. They talk about reading it and getting into it and all that stuff. There's interviewer says the story seems unfolded at a dizzying pace. However, Band-Maid has also appeared in some songs with a higher level of drama recently, but I feel that the theme of this song is more about change and certain development. Konami says, that's right. In the sense of a battle, I wanted to make it a song with a riff, or a song that pushes through with a strong riff. That's why I'm actually practicing now, thinking I've never had a Band-Maid song where I felt like I'd be playing the same riff for so long. It's funny she says that, because the riff does start out one way, but then it changes the second time it's played, and then it goes it actually changes root notes. It changes with the chords as she plays it. So it doesn't really play the same for so long. I think is it Unleash? Maybe has the same kind of riff throughout the song. One of the few like that. And I've mentioned recently how, like on the last album, Jesus, I was just thinking of the name. Anyway, I'm so bad, dude. I'm so bad. How there's not a lot of riffs there. You try and learn the song and you have to learn like the entire thing just to play parts of it. Like there's no this is this song kind of thing. Like with you know. That's obviously Enter Sandman, right? And Band-Maid has some songs like there's a riff. So a lot of songs don't have that distinct riff that kind of drives the song, and this does. So it's kind of cool, and I thought some people would be happy that it was there because it's kind of harkens back to world domination era epic narratives. Yeah, epic narratives. That album, the one they just put out. So yeah, and Cavato says it's true the same riff continues all the time, but it doesn't really. But Psyche says that's what makes it so impressive and cool. And Konami says I wanted to push this riff, and as I said earlier, I really wanted the vocals to feel like they were taking everything in the chorus. And that's why I came up with this melody. This is a pretty high tone. That's why I'm hoping to see Psyche singing painfully, emotionally again. I guess I got too caught up in that feeling. It looks like it's very out. It seems that Psyche had a lot of trouble because of that. And interviewer says, I'm sure Konami especially likes the fact that Psyche sings at the last minute, right? It must be a problem for Psyche. Psyche says, it's really annoying. So after recording a song, I said, really, stop. and Kabata says, you said it with a slightly serious face. Psyche says, are you going to kill me? And Konami says, that's what I was told. So I said, just this time, please. Anyway, I forget about that. A new song with the high key comes out again. So, yeah, Konami does not have any remorse for her bandmates. If she hears the way something needs to be, she's going to try and do it that way. And she expects Band-Maid to perform it that way. It's awesome. And they all become better because of it. And for pretty much what I gather from the rest of this is there's a couple interesting things. But Psyche's like, you can't just be still and sing it. You have to move. So when they rehearse it, it's just like they're performing it. Which I think you guys, there's some people here that have seen it and seen them perform it. And I'm jealous of that, but I'm happy for that. I'm glad they're already playing. What's up, Bill? Frank MG, Ken Nagawa, the Maid's push into anime is genius. Yeah. This song is better than the OP. Right on. Okay, so, and also Psyche said their usual vocal coach was not there. So I'll just read this. It says, we worked, interviewer says, actually the key of the chorus of the song is quite high. However, since it is not a so-called kinky high tone, it might be difficult to feel this height unless you actually sing it. Right, so if you try and sing it, you realize how high it is. Something like that. Psyche says, we worked that for the recording. It wasn't just a matter of singing in a high key. Momentum is important, and it's actually a fairly detailed melody, so she has to be careful not to slip. Moreover, for this recording, there was no one who always directed. This is translated different than what I did on my phone. Her usual vocal coach wasn't there. That's why I was so excited, and I had a lot of meetings with the engineers beforehand. Like, this is what I want to do here before we started the actual recording. If I dare to say the inside story, the schedule until the deadline was insanely tight. Moreover, we only had that day, and the person in charge of the vocal direction was not available, so I had no choice but to say, I'll do my best. However, he told me that it was all right, and everyone encouraged me, saying, give it a try because you can do it unexpectedly. Akane said, I knew it would be difficult, but in the end, I was able to record cool vocals like this. It seems the height of the notes and the presence or absence of direction or the height, it seems the height of the keys, the high notes or presence of direction are no longer relevant. That's right, Psyche Sensei. And Psyche says, please stop. So really, man, they've worked with directors and engineers and everything, and they still do. But her usual vocal director wasn't there, so she had to just do it, which is pretty awesome. She says, that's right. So while I was working, I gradually started to feel like I could go. Even with the engineers, Psyche-san, that's good. Isn't that good? Do you want to do one more take? For this song, I didn't do anything in particular that was called a new challenge. I'm always eager to try something new, but this time I focused on putting out what I've cultivated so far. And I was like, this is who I am. So I think it's really cool. Like, this is a really kind of poignant interview, I think. Miku says, in the case of this song, the chorus is particularly high. Psyche says, not only that, but the whole chorus is much higher. During the actual recording, Kabata was saying something like, you're going. So I said, you shut up, we're fighting. Even said things like that back. So, like, with their vocal lines, I guess. I probably should have looked at the Reddit thing, but whatever. Psyche says, I'm pretty foul-mouthed. Anyway, in the sense that you're not trying something new, but rather making the most of what you have cultivated so far, this production is a good opportunity, right? And Psyche says, I really think so. I feel like that has given me confidence again. So it's really cool. She doesn't feel like she's being pushed in a direction she can't go. She just realizes that she has to use what she's already learned and apply it to this opportunity. I think it's really, really cool. And this is also something I found interesting too. Akane, interviewer says, I think the same can be said about the performance this time. Akane says, that's right. The beat of this song is quite simple. 4 on the floor. We'll see about that. But what I was conscious of was the weight. After all, in the case of 4 on the floor, it tends to be lighter. Therefore, we talked about the importance of weight with Konami from the pre-recording stage. Moreover, I was able to use my experience when I recorded Show Them, a collaboration with Three Sisters band in Mexico, The Warning. Through that opportunity, I was able to learn a lot about depth and thickness of the sound, and I was happy that I was able to reflect what I was absorbing in this song. That's how I was able to put myself out there. It's true that new things are different, but just like with Psyche, I feel a sense of satisfaction that I was able to contain what I've cultivated so far. Misa says, as for the bass, I focused on supporting the foundation and the rest of the chorus, but in the chorus, I was more conscious of the vocals than usual to make them stand out. It's a bass line of movement that responds to the movement of the vocals, and I was conscious of making it like that. Rather than taking on new challenges, I felt like I was putting out what I had cultivated so far. So they all kind of agree. It's like not necessarily something new, but they're honing their skills, if that's even possible. They're sharpening their daggers as far as this goes. It's pretty awesome, dude. And for Akane, who is a very technical drummer and can do lots of speedy things and complicated beats, I remember reading an article when Show Them came out, and she said she would watch Pow play, and she learned a lot from watching Pow play. And I think that's an important thing. Like every musician, no matter what you're doing, you can learn something from everybody, no matter what their level is. And I'm not talking shit about Pau. Pau is an awesome drummer, but her style is very different than Akane is. Akane is very busy. She can be very busy, and she likes to do a lot of fills and stuff. And Pau is a lot more of a straight rock drummer, but what she plays, as Akane says, has so much weight to it that it just makes everything really fucking solid and really heavy. And I've been listening to The Warning and paying attention to what Pau does a lot, because I think I can apply some of that to what I do, because I can't do technical shit like Akane, but I can do some stuff a little closer to what Pau does. So I'm trying to become a better drummer that way, but we'll see. Anyway, I thought it was cool that she took that experience and learned from it and applied it to a song, which I know is going to be a lot more complicated than what she let on. And Misa, I mean, she's just a freaking genius anyway, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to paying attention to that. So we're going 36 minutes here, and I haven't really got into the song. Kabato says, that's right. Also, one thing I would like to note about the lyrics is that this time there's no specific request from the party regarding the tone of the song or the content of the lyrics. But they were only told that they wanted the lyrics to the ending theme song to be written from Momotaro's point of view. which that was probably the biggest problem for Kabato. If you are on the demon side, I think you'll be showing off your strength, or rather the feeling of doing your best to carve out your own path this time, of the demons who have been driven away and the motives that are close to revenge. But dude, what she puts in these lyrics is awesome. But there must have been troubles among the people on the Momotaro side who are supposed to be on the side of justice. And is this really justice? And is this really enough? I think there must have been a place where I was fighting while asking myself. In fact, there are often scenes in the story where you think about what is justice. So I wanted to emphasize that in the lyrics the most, but I felt that using the word justice was too strong for the sound, so I decided to use the English word. Oh, instead of using the Japanese word for justice, she used the English word for justice, and the title was What is Justice? That's what I did. So this time I thought about the title and the content of the chorus first, then expanded from there. It's awesome, dude. And these people that talk shit about anime, I don't like their anime songs. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You can feel however you want about it. I don't, that's your opinion. I don't understand it. Some of their anime songs are some of their best songs as far as I'm concerned. And here and reading what they put into each to these anime songs, it's not like, oh, it's an anime song, we just do this. They do Band-Maid things to write the song. It's never dumbed down or simplified, or they don't go for a certain style. They just write a goddamn song, dude. And I think it's amazing, man. I don't care what their song's being applied to or what even inspired. I mean, I care what inspired it, but I don't, if it's for an anime or a game show or whatever, I don't care. They're just writing music, and I'm happy about that. So check out the article. I'll put the link back in here again. Read it yourselves and check it out. Yeah, Kevin Powell's an awesome drummer, and she's a hell of a singer. Powell is awesome, dude. And then they all play piano, of course, too. Michael Thane, Powell, drummer, represented her the Rock Drummer of the Year award in February 2024. That's right, they did, didn't they? She needs to be on that show. So does Akane. Okay. It's really cool. They all they don't have to. They don't have to read the entire manga. They could do an overview and get an idea what it needed and probably make a song that I don't know what's being said without looking at these things, how deep it is. And even I've heard from a lot of Japanese people that it's hard for them to follow Miku's lyrics without looking it up as well. So to know that everything goes into it that does is just, it's a really cool thing. And I respect it. I really, really respect it. Should we get into learning the song? Hopefully you guys appreciate me reading to you parts of an interview, but I want you to go read it yourself so you can get like the full deal. Bill says, I'm aging myself, but in the late 50s and early 60s, there was a detective drama titled Peter Gunn. The theme song by Henry Mancini was always synonymous with the program. I think Band-Maid's music for What is Justice is going to do the same thing for the anime. Sure. Hope so. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to learn bits of this song, and I'm probably going to have my mind blown and whatever. So let's go. Okay. No idea, dude. No fucking clue. No idea. Let me break it down, dude. Break it down. that it? See you, Jen. Is that it, dude? It's close. Thanks for hanging out, Jen. Yeah, I'll be around. We'll be doing videos and stuff. Ooh, that's close, dude. That's close. Let me get this a little bit bigger. Can't even see my guitar. The heck, man. There, over there. There we go. Now you can see it. Yay! Dude, that is tricky. It's tricky shit, dude. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, buddy? God. She's a wild person. I think I got it, dude. I can slow it down, but I don't want to. I think it didn't. That's fun, dude. Fun. Oh my God, dude. It's gonna be trickier. Does she? What? So A. What is that? What are you talking about? So fucking weird, dude. Yeah. I don't know if that's right, but it's really close. It's really close, dude. She's so particular, dude. So what have we got so far? So, again, here's what I was talking about. She says the riff goes through the whole song. No, it doesn't. It's already super different, dude. Okay, so I did miss a question here. Guitar spiking audio. Is that better? Sorry about that, guys. Polska Bob saw Baby Miller last night. Awesome, dude. Thank you, Michael Reese. Michael Thane says, "Hey Ryan, do you think breaking down, analyzing, and playing Konami's guitar playing improved and refined the guitar skills? I think it is sounding great tonight." Yes, 100%. Learning anything by Konami will make you better. Oh, I know, Mikoto. I got your tracks ready to go, dude. I just, I like hearing the things. Calm down. So I will check that out, dude. What a cool thing, dude. I forgot the original goddamn... let's go back to 6 seconds here. Is that right? I was completely fucking wrong. This is nuts, dude. Right? Jeez. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I already... Fun. We're going to move forward and see how much it changes. Let's go to the instrumental, shall we? I have it somewhere. Have I got it queued up here? Downloadables, bro, right here. Let's go. Mikoto put this together. It's a bit fucking loud, mate. That's nuts, dude. That's fucking crazy. I think it's... I can't... Seriously? I do not have the skill to play. God, dude. I don't have the skill, dude. I gotta practice it. I think Miku's doing those. No, she's doing it. Sounds a bit weird. She playing chords or not? That's fucking crazy, dude. I love it. Back to the Let's see how much it repeats. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it, man. Is that fucking Chicago? Just barely, dude. Just barely. Wasn't expecting to go into the solo. Bill Hallisey and Tyler, thank you guys so much for the super chats. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're learning stuff. Bill, I'm going to be in the same way in about a week since I'm heading to Japan to catch mates. Bill's going to Japan. Awesome, dude. I'm happy to hear that. Well, I guess we'll get into the solo. Not that I know the rest of it at all. God, dude. It's short. All right, let me fucking slow it down. Can I do it on this? Can or not? Beep. I don't think I can. Let me there goes high Yeah. God, dude. This is... Let me slow it down so I hear what the fuck's going on. Golly. Golly gosh darn. Let's go 75. It's not going to be slow enough. What the heck? I knew it was going to be. We'll go 50. It's so fucking hard to hear, dude. It's almost easier at 75. Let me go. I couldn't slow it down. That's why I couldn't do the. They do a breakdown later, so the short solo was fine with me. I'm pretty sure can I immediately more there. Yeah. God, dude. Ugh. Oh, I was playing. It's a weird note. Yeah, dude. Now let's hear that at regular speed and hear how ridiculous it is. Fucking. No fucking idea, dude. Yeah. I think I have the audio only instrumental in your list, Ryan. Like on the tube? Oh, hold on. Sorry, man. I get into this and thank you. Oh. Huh? Open file. I don't know if I can slow this down or not. Maybe it was the other one. I don't think I know how to do that. If I bring it up in Reaper. All right, hold up. New file, boy. Hold on. Oh, start recording. What? Have you not been recording, little camera? Maybe it stopped already. I have another camera here that... I'm trying to learn how to use, and I don't know if it's been recording or not. It was supposed to have been, but I don't think it was. Son of a bitch. That figures. That figures into how I do things, man. Incorrectly. Let's see here. That's loud, isn't it? What's this? All right, I think I got the right one now. Hold up. Hold on, bro. I got you. Oh, God. Dude, that part. Something like that, dude. Fucking crazy. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to fucking play that. I just don't. I don't. How does she play that, dude? This is nuts. I need just a video of her playing that solo. That's all I want. There, that's the only clip I get. On the 12th fret. I am going to slow this down a lot. All right? Quarter. It's going to sound horrible. I don't know, dude. That's wild. You think she's going to do another challenge? You think she'll do another challenge? I don't know, man. Oh, God. If she does another one, she'll do a demo. I hope she does. I hope she really does. It's insane, dude. But I think what she's doing is this. I can't play. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. Her style is so different than what I do that it's hard to even... I can almost cheat and just do. That's cheating, bro. It's cheating. You can't do that. think I need to make my own kind of pick that goes over my fingernails. It's crazy. That sounds horrible. Get the bass out of it, maybe. Just so nuts, dude. So anyway, it's a really cool song, and I don't think I can do with it all. Why is it so fast? It's not even that fast, but it's fucking fast, dude. Learning these songs make you realize how good you're not, dude. It's frustrating, dude. It's crazy. I nailed that part, dude. Tyler, I still do that, brother. He says, I often have to go play something else to prove myself I can still play guitar after learning stuff Konami does. 100%, dude. You see me do it here, I'll be like, fuck this. I got to pull up a backing track and just show that I can do something. But it's always, do a thick booty jam, huh? How about that? Thick booty jam? Got to. Like, yeah, dude, you can play guitar. You can play guitar, but you also have a lot to learn. And that's a great thing, dude. It's a cool thing to be able to do that. It's a necessary thing. Mustang Grand Poobah, hell yeah, dude. So I don't know. I guess that'll be it. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, dude. Thanks, Quartermaster Veteran. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, man. So, I don't know. Hopefully we learned a lot about the song. I think it's really cool what goes into it from the band, from all aspects of it. They all think about every song with a lot of consideration of how it's going to be utilized, how it's going to be heard. And I think it's great, man. It's such an inspiration. And I will get better. I'm better now than I was before I started. I mean, that's closer than I was an hour ago, right? Right? But thanks, guys, for the super chats. I hope you guys learned something from this. If there's something specific you'd like me to kind of look at, I guess get more specific. But I really need to learn and record Dice on the bass so I can get Hoagie's bass back to him. And I got a ton of photos and videos from the trip that I got to get put out too. So I guess that'll do it, man. That's a lot. Hour and a half, that's all. I will visit this song again. I don't know if I want to bother with the bass because that just terrifies me to even learn what she's doing. But that was fun. I don't even know if I have the fucking riff yet, dude. I honestly can barely play it. That's crazy. It looks like she is like she's doing a power chord like right there, dude. Is she? Because that's ridiculous. Doesn't sound like it. Oh, it's crazy, dude. So it'd be dude, I can't fucking play it. I want to really bad. Nope, can't do it. Maybe eventually I'll be able to, but I can't now. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, that's insane, dude. It's insane. Oh, what's up, Jonas S? Welcome. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Hope you learned something, and I appreciate the song a little bit more, as do I. And that's it. Thank you. These guys, I've been out of funding for a few weeks, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that'll be it for tonight. I'll be back. I got a couple Patreon streams to make up, and whatever. I'll be back around this weekend. I know I'm busy tomorrow. We'll see about Sunday. And then I got to work, so bleh. I'll be back. See you guys. Thank you. Have a fantastic weekend.